Hello class, have good day. We will present our project. We hope you enjoy it.
Pyramids of Giza. Khufu's Pyramids Cheops, Khafre, and the occur missionary in Giza. It is the oldest of the 7 wonders on the world. Every stone, when constructed by 2,500,000 of stone, it weighs from 270 tons. It was covered on the limestone hair tamarate reflecting the light in the west Higan mirror. The pyramids were used for the burial on the pharaohs. The date and the method for his creation they continue being a mystery until today. Product of this, the believers on the paranormal think a theory that the construction 10,000 years old strength was carried of the extraterrestrial beings or civilization. 3 big pyramids of Egypt, like any great ancient monument, are totally alienated astronomy by the stars. For this true is needed a vast mathematical, geometric, and astronomical knowledge. 3 pyramids are an exact replica of what we observe. In the sky, in space, it is a duplicate of the star on Orion belt that is known in Bulgaria as 3 Kings and the other country as the 3 Marias. The belt consists of the 3 stars, Al-Nitak, Al-Nilan, Mintaka. In the dynasty of the Egyptians, every pharaoh realized a monument. They are the belief of the vain gods because of it were considered more important the following life and were dedicated his hereditary life. To construct the above mentioned monuments, his because of it that construct the pyramids in alignment with the star representing his divinity. Sphinx of Giza. The Grand Sphinx of Giza is a monumental sculpture that is in western back of the river Nile. It possesses a body of lion and head that can take so much human feature as and the of the animal one represents divinity. On the thing stand is represent the king's trophy of the lion on the simultaneously with the human. It consists of a long block of stone. This one carved of Giza's plateau itself. It measures approximately 52 meters of length, 72 with the legs, 20 meters of height place, and 14 of width. Must remain buried. The only inscription that appears in the spring is the Stela of Dream. The history of the Pharaoh narrates Tutmosis to Aslan for their dreams. The Sphinx is promised the throne, wealth, and love line. Finally, it thinks that the Sphinx was the first statue the eye used in guardian for a royal tomb.
The Statue of Liberty is a colossal neoclassical sculpture on Liberty Island in New York Harbor. It is one of New York City's most famous landmarks from the United States and around the world. It is located on Liberty Island, south of Manhattan Island at the mouth of the Hudson River and near Ellis Island. The Statue of Liberty was a gift from the French to Americans in 1886 to commemorate the centennial of the United States Declaration of Independence and as a sign of friendship between the two nations. It was inaugurated on 28 October 1886 in the presence of the American president of the time, Grover Cleveland. The statue is the work of the French sculptor Frédéric Auguste Bartholdi, and the internal sculpture was designed by the engineer Alexander Gustave Eiffel. On 15 October 1924, the statue was declared a national monument of the United States, and on 15 1965, Ellis Island was added. Since 1984, it was been declared a World Heritage Site by UNESCO.
Hello, my name is Laura. I will speak about the Mount Rushmore. What is the Mount Rushmore? It is a monument carved between 1827 and 1841 on a granite mountain located in the town of Kingston, which belongs to South Dakota in the United States, and these sculptures are internationally recognized. What is there and how big in this place? In a place they appear the face of the presidents of the United States is had measured 80 meters of height, and each nose measured 6 meters of length, each mount 5 meters of width, and the ace 3,4 meters from one end to another. Character and expression to the face on that skull record and masterful touch. Borglum gave the ace a flash of life, leaving a granite column about 50 centimeters long and a pupil. As the sunlight hiding again, the shadow is that this form. The nose of Washington is a longer than the rest of the president. For that reason is more recognized. In which these George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Theodore Roosevelt, and Abraham Lincoln commemorated the girls and New York lawyers who went to South Dakota to check property titles between 1884 and 1885. When he went through the park, he asked for the name of the mountain, and when they told him unknown, he replied, "We'll call her Rushmore from now on." These details happened long before the heights and began to carve. Who took the intent of Mount Rushmore? The origin idea to create this monument was by the historian Don Robinson. As in 1923 suggested sculptures, the statues of the national heroes near Mount Rushmore, but suddenly problems arose that represent the size of the design of a coin is caused the sculptor to change the project and decide to make only the face of the most important leaders. Borglum, along with other workers, made the such figures. The maintenance of the monument is a unique challenge for conservators because it requires climbing the mountain to eliminate lesion and clean the sculpture continues. It's difficult action. It's very difficult. What was Burglum? Burglum was a sculptor and directed the sculpture of the Mount Rushmore. He died the 6th of March of 1985 at the age of 73 years. Shortly before the monument was finished, the final touches were supervised by their Lincoln, who as the teenager had worked as an initiator at the beginning of the project. Borglum and his past of terrible Borglum. The sculpture related to the good son. Borglum participated in the Ku Klux Klan. Ku Klux Klan it is a United States organization that was born in the 19th century. That is to say, when racist homophobia why the airline Copa airline cost 1 million come with 200 more or less plus the taste and changer to the airline changer that has an added cost.
Hello class, my name is John Calderon and I will tell you about Inca civilization. Inca civilization empire. The name of its territory was Tuantinsuyo, what in Quechua in the Inca language means the four parts. Is a territory of different land and climate, for example, desert being on the coasts, the high summits, and the deep valleys of the Andes. In time, we also found the tropical jungle to the east and Cusco Valley, that is the capital of the empire. Religion. Religion of the Incas was based on the worship of the sun god father and moon god mother. The Inca emperors were considered descendants of the sun god and they were worshipped as divine. Gold was one of its great symbols, used as a decorative object or for rituals. Religion dominated the world political structure from the Sun Temple The practice consists of sacrifice, oracles, religions, trance, and public confessions. Architecture. The Incas developed a highly functional style of public architecture, known for its advanced techniques of engineering and fine work of the stone, one-story structures with a perfect assemblage of stone cabins, also structures built with adobe brick and straw in the coastal regions for the construction of large monuments. For example, Fortaleza of Sacsayhuaman and the creation of the wonderful Andean citadel of Machu Picchu. Machu Picchu, historical sanctuary. Inca City, surrounded by temples, platforms, and weather channels, developed the top of a mountain. It is now considered a cultural heritage of mankind. It recognized as an important political, religious, and administrative center of the Inca period.
Hello, my name is Ciro Silva. I'm going to tell you about the Chinese Wall. The Chinese Wall is a very ancient chain, for which was built and rebuilt in the century, built before Qing and the 7th century of the modern age. This wall was built different dynasties of the Chinese Empire to project the notion of attack of the enemies, which were the nomads Xinyu of Mongolia and Manchuria. It is said that originally the middle wall, 21,196 kilometers long, which there was to for the borders with Korea from the Yalu rivers, unity the Gobi Desert century, the and the only the 30 parts of the hill. It is said that it measures 6 to 7 meters high and long 4 to 5 meters. With the actually it is wall, it is considered here of the humanity. The wall was considered a World Heritage Site by UNESCO, allows the murales, has the reputation of being on and depth letter cemeteries in the world science for its construction. Approximately 10 million worked died the decades worked debris in the vicinity of the wall, and is also considered one of the 7 wonders of the world. The construction of the wall was divided into 5 parts of the Qing dynasty. What are they? The Qing dynasty, the Qing Shi Han dynasty, the Han dynasty, the period of love activity. In the period the wall did not have big change. The Ming dynasty. Each of the periods in the wall with the parts of the Chinese wall, they had a different idea of the construction of the if according the construction of the times. For example, in the Ming dynasty, they opted the construction of the wall in a different way form, project the capital of the invading rivers. This the winter one about the construction of the walls in the North Fortnite. In the period of love activity was the period of the three kingdoms in the end of the yuan were dedicated to the work of reconstruction and repair of the affected parts of the wall. The wall is set at three doors offset that we jump pass, set sign, and was basically built of limestone and granite and brick. While the wall the concerns the chin wall, thank you for attention.